Good afternoon and welcome to the post-game press conference for the FIBA Asia Cup 2022. Group B game between Korea and Chinese Taipei. The game was ended with score 87 for Korea and 73 for Chinese Taipei. Here with us now, the Chinese Taipei team coach, Coach Parker, and also Lin. Coach Parker, can you please give us your comments?
Well, I'm proud of the fact that our guys fought to the end. I think we had an opportunity to kind of give up and allow them to gain a gigantic advantage over us with points. But at the end, we stuck in there and we fought to the end. So I'm most proud of that. Basketball now comes to a game of making shots, and particularly threes. And we shot 20-some% from the three, which isn't typical of us. Other games that we have played, it's always been high number of three-point shots made. And that accounted for our lack of offense today. And on the flip side of that, they score very well from the two, the higher percentage, and also fairly high from the three. So unless we can shoot well against a team that is bigger and maybe stronger than us, then it puts us at a disadvantage. And I think that tonight was evident of that. Also, the physicality bothered us a little bit, which it should not have, because our players have played against guys just as strong and physical as Korea was. But it's what I say, I call meeting physicality with physicality, and we didn't quite do that. But again, I'm proud of our effort. Congratulations to Korea. I think they're off to a great start, having the first two wins. Now becomes our battle with China, and which becomes extremely important for our success in this tournament. So otherwise, I'm still proud of our players.
Thank you, Coach. Lin, can you please also give us your comments?
I think we didn't do a good job on defending the rebound and fighting the shooters today. That's the two main reasons why we lost the game today.
Thank you. Any questions in English?
Thank you. Hi, Coach. Hi, Benson. For both of you, Coach, you mentioned that the next game is a pretty big one against China. How are you preparing, not just the game plan, but kind of the mindset for you and a young team like this going up again into a big matchup like that? And then for you, Benson, same as a player, how do you guys prepare yourself for a big matchup like this?
Well, obviously China is a rival in any sport for Taiwan, and we have to, again, they're a very physical team. They're a team that's bigger than us. Experience-wise, they're probably equal with us. So we have three players that play in the China Basketball Association League, CBA, and those guys are used to the style. They're used to the physicality. So I think that's going to help us with our other players that have not played in the CBA. So I think from that experience of our players, I think we'll match the way they play and the style that they play. I think what we have to do, again, what we lacked today was our shooting. I think if we had shot better, we had made our threes, and I don't know how I can make us shoot better. It's just something that we just got to do better. And I think once we decide to give that second effort on offense and defense and make our shots, I think we have a fair chance to win.
As a player, I think we just have to follow the game plan that Coach Parker told us and keep being physical and play our style of basketball.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Any other questions?
Near from National Radio Station RRI. The first quarter was a very tight and very, I think it's a very attractive games because before the first quarter finished, there is a moment that your team, both of your team and Korea scoring 20-20. You mentioned before that the problem is about physics, but would you want to share with us, is it only a physics that that is the problem that made your team is left behind after the first quarter? Thank you, Coach.
Okay, well, I think, again, what I told the team is that sometimes we lack the second effort. I think they got the 50-50 ball, or in other words, the ball that is loose, whether it's a deflection or a rebound, or when the ball was there, an opportunity for us to get, they got to it first. And I think that that hurt us really throughout the whole game. I can't tell you how many times they got down to the shot clock, or there was a deflection, the ball rolled around, they picked it up and scored. Maybe it should have been a turnover if we had got to it first, and how many shots they made with practically no time on the clock. It was through their determination and maybe a lack of our determination at certain times that allowed to lead to grow. So that's one issue that as a coaching staff and as players that we have to try to correct. And that's something that comes from within all of us, that we have to make sure that we get the second effort, the second opportunity, the second rebound, or the second deflection, or when there's an opportunity both offensively and defense to come up with the key stop, the key basket, we got to make sure that's us instead of them.
Any other questions? No. Thank you. This is the end of the first part of the press conference. We'll be back soon with the Korean team. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lynn. Welcome back to the second part of this post-game press conference. We now have with us the Korean team with Coach Chu Il-sung and Ho Eung. Congratulations, Coach, for the win. And could you please give us your comments?
오늘 경기 소감 대해서 물어봅니다.
지난번 그 타이페이 차이니스가 전 경기에 굉장히 경기력이 좋아서 상당히 그 긴장된 우리가 준비를 했었고 또 역시 플레이도 잘 했지만은 우리 선수들이 어떤 그 볼에 대한 압박 그 다음에 그 제공권 이런 것들이 조금 앞서면서 조금 일찍 승기를 잡을 수가 있었습니다.
Taiwan had a great game against Bahrain, so we were a bit worried. So we prepared some of our plays. However, our players they pressured the ball handler really well and also were focused, like they were before.
Thank you, Coach. Ho Eung, can you please also give us your comments?
허웅 선수 경기 소감이요.
이 쿼터에 확실히 점수차가 많이 벌어져서 좀 3, 4쿼터 때 편하게 좀 마음이 편하게 농구를 했던 것 같고요. 저희가 아까 감독님이 말씀한 것처럼 제공권에서 저희가 우세를 보이기 때문에 쉬운 좋은 경기를 했다고 생각합니다.
During the second quarter, we were able to separate the lead, so some of the players who were fatigued from the last game could get some rest. But also, like what head coach mentioned, we had our game plan. We played it well, and that's how we beat them.
Thank you. Is there any questions?
I have a question for Hill a bit. Obviously, there's a big crowd here in Indonesia that are cheering for him and his teammates, but have there been any particular encounters with these fans, or has he seen anyone in the crowd that he's been really impressed by how they're cheering or how they're supporting? Hill.
허웅 선수 이제 인도네시아에서도 인기가 되게 많은 것 같은데 혹시 뭐 팬들이랑 이렇게 뭐 이야기하고 아니면 기억나는 팬이 있는지 이렇게 물어볼게요.
4년 전에 아시안 게임 했을 때는 이 정도가 아니었는데 그 사이에 한국 농구가 되게 어떻게 보면 아시아권에서 되게 인기가 많다는 걸 느껴서 기분이 좋고요. 홈 게임 하는 느낌으로 정말 좋은 경기를 했습니다.
4 years ago, Korean basketball wasn't like this popular. However, we were able to promote Korean basketball, and that's how a lot of people came to watch our game. So what he's saying is, we hope to show good game throughout the tournament.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is there any questions?
National Radio Station RRI. My question is for Ho Eung. There is even the place is not full with people, but there is some audience or some supporters came to watch your team playing, and they are cheering for Korean team. What do you think about this? Is it give a good impact for your team while playing today?
이렇게 항상 팬분들이 같이 허웅 선수한테 이렇게 항상 팬분들이 와서 경기를 응원하는데 혹시 어떤 느낌을 받는지 물어봅니다.
한국에서도 이렇게 많은 사랑을 해주고 또 인도네시아에서 저뿐만 아니라 코리아 모든 선수들을 사랑해 주셔서 기분이 너무 좋고요. 앞으로의 게임도 이렇게 많이 찾아와 주면 저희가 꼭 승리로 보답하겠습니다.
He says it feels great that a lot of fans are coming to watch their game. It feels like a home game. So he's saying, as we play more games, he wants the fans to come back, and we will give a good performance at the end of the day.
Last questions from Son Debum freelancer. Congratulations, coach. First of all, I wonder why Kang Sang-jae didn't play today, and tell us about Song Kyo-chang and Lee Dae-hun. I think they played very well on defense.
그 오늘 강상재 감독님한테서 한 질문인데 그 오늘 강상재 선수가 왜 안 뛰었고 그리고 오늘 그 송교창 선수랑 이대현 선수가 되게 잘해주는데 이거에 대해서는 어떻게 생각하시는지?
강상대 선수는 그 발목이 좋지 않아서 오늘 뛰지 못했고, 그 다음에 이대현하고 송교창 선수들은 장신이지만은 외곽 수비 능력도 뛰어나면서 농구의 그 IQ가 좋아서 좋은 그 수비 능력과 그 다음에 찬스를 잘 찾아내는 그런 능력 때문에 오늘도 팀 승리에 그 많은 도움을 줬습니다.
He said player Kang Sang-jae has sort of an ankle sprain, so he didn't really play him. And Lee Dae-hyun and Song Kyo-chang, they are really good players. They could play perimeter defense and inside defense, and they help the team win. And both of these players have great BQ, which helps the team around them get better.
Well, thank you, everyone. This is the end of the post-game press conference for Korean team. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.